Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Sunday, August 13th, 2017. The tarot card for today is the King of Swords. I don't know what it is about this guy. He's never been my favorite king by any means, especially when we apply him to personalities that we may come in contact with, during the course of the day. And it could be that someone who is, they could be arrogant. They could, speak maybe perhaps too critically. There's so many things that it can be, but sometimes the King of Swords is not the nicest person. But that doesn't mean that it has to be that way. All right, keep that in mind, because he does have his good qualities as well. He can bring you great clarity, whereas, yesterday you had that Eight of Swords, maybe a bit of a conundrum, and, you're wanting to break out and not knowing what to do. He's got that sword that he can help break you free, clear a new path, and all that other fun stuff. All right. He's a very organized individual. Okay. And has, I want to say, like a different set of priorities than other people, because that's part of the organization and part of the clarity to know what to do and when to do it, that type of thing. Let's look at it this way for a minute. Let's say that you had a situation in your life where, the sword was, you trying to eliminate something. Like, I just need to do away with this. But I think at one time there may have been some emotional attachment to what's going on. The King of Swords doesn't deal in emotions. Doesn't mean he doesn't have them. Whereas the King of Cups has his emotions balanced and under control. The King of Swords is all about, the mind and nothing to do with the heart. It's not what the heart wants. It's, what does even common sense tell me to do? So it's that type of thing. So there could be something that you're working on and you're like, okay, I just need to do that. If I'm clear in my path, this is something that doesn't need to be in my life anymore. And that can be pretty much anything. Some of this, as it transpires, not every day is, physical happenings and physical events. Some of it, these are things that take place within us. And, we do a lot of thinking as well. This is definitely a highly intelligent thinking being. Okay. But you have to, take those thoughts and eventually make them into actions. I just get the sense that while there is a great deal of change and there are things being eliminated, and you have this sense around with someone like this where, being careful of the spoken word. We are right in between eclipses, okay? And people can also misspeak during Mercury retrograde. So there's a lot of things that can happen as far as the words that come out of someone's mouth. So try not to be that person. Try to have that clarity and, speaking properly when you do, because there's too many things at play at this moment. And, it's like once the words are spoken, they can't be taken back. That's important to remember. So even if you get a little angry with somebody's behavior, stop and think about the consequences, because being in the middle of eclipse season, you could wind up ending a relationship that you don't wish to end. All right. It might not be the right time for you to do so. So there's many factors to take into consideration here. It's just I kind of get that, like how they say, the double-edged sword. Stop and think about both sides of this guy and the way that it can go down. You can use him to help you put your life in order, or you can take his negative side and, create damage, which brings more fallout. And it really is entirely up to you. So I want to thank you all very much for listening. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.